हेलो एवरीवन, गुड मॉर्निंग टू यू ऑल। माय नेम इज जिवेश। स्वागत है आप सभी का निम्बस के ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब प्लेटफॉर्म पे। तो टुडे इज आर अनदर क्लास फॉर योर मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री इन दिस रिवीजन सीरीज ऑफ HPAS 2026 and let me just check am I properly audible or not, then we will start. Alright, okay, so we are good to go. So we shall start our class, and before starting I would like to tell you about this test series of HPAS 2026 for prelims. So it is available now, which has total 36 number of tests, out of which 18 are sectional tests including 50 MCQs. Other than that, there are 8 complete subject tests of 100 MCQs and 10 tests for your 10 are your FLTs, which include 5 of your GS and 5 of your CSAT tests. ठीक है, चलिए जी शुरू करते हैं फिर हमारी क्लास। तो ये रहा आप लोगों के लिए पहला क्वेश्चन। क्वेश्चन नंबर फर्स्ट, द डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ लैप्स वाज अप्लाइड टू विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेट्स? राइट, सो देयर आर फोर ऑप्शंस गिवन इन दिस particular question. Doctrine of lapse, an important policy. It has been asked previously as well. The questions from here has been asked previously as well. So who among the following state, which of the following states were annexed under or doctrine of lapse were applied to those states? Right, tell me the right answer. What should be the right answer for question number first? What should be the right answer? What should be the right answer for question number first? All right, you have given D as the right answer. Option number D, we'll see here, it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now see, Mysore here, Mysore is basically annexed through the Anglo-Mysore wars, right? You might have studied Anglo-Mysore wars that took place in the 18th century, later half of the 18th century. So it was annexed well before the doctrine of lapse was introduced. So it was not Mysore. Other than Mysore, Satara, Jhansi, or otherwise you can also eliminate the options as well. If we eliminate Mysore from here, so this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. Option number 1, that only option that you are left with is 1, 2 and 4. Option number A will be the right answer. Most of you have given the same answer. Okay, we will move on to our next question. That is question number 2. Question number 2 is, with reference to Ilbert Bill controversy, consider the following statement. So Ilbert Bill controversy is an highlighted topic. So which of the following statements regarding Ilbert Bill controversy are correct? 3 statements are given. It sought to allow Indian judges to try the Europeans. It was introduced during Lord Ripon's tenure, and it ultimately strengthened the racial equality in judicial administration. Which of the following is the right answer for question number 2? Let me know. Which of the following is the right answer for question number 2? Tell me. Which of the following is the right answer for question number 2? Which of the following is the right answer for question number 2? Okay, so you have given D as the right answer for question number 2. Let us just check. Question number 2 is Ilbert Bill. Ilbert Bill is basically that Indian judges can also try the European offenders as well, right? So this is the simple statement. Statement number 1 is right. Second is, it was introduced in 1883. Ilbert Bill was introduced in 1883. So second statement is right as well. Third is, it ultimately strengthened the racial equality. Obviously, there was this racial discrimination during the colonial period, that in the judicial system as well, right? So through this Ilbert Bill, when Indian judges were allowed to try the Europeans as well, the racial equality was strengthened. So all the 3 statements are absolutely correct. D option that all of you have given will be the right answer. Well done. Question number 3. Question number 3 is, with reference to the Charter Act of 1813, with reference to the Charter Act of 1813, consider the following statements. So there are 3 statements. Statement 1 is, it ended the company's monopoly over trade with India except tea and China trade. Statement number second is it allowed Christian missionaries to enter India. And statement number third is it introduced provincial autonomy. Which of the following should be the right answer for question number third? What should be the right answer for question number third? What should be the right answer for question number third? Let me know. All right, so you have given A as the right answer, that is 1 and 2 only. Third statement, it introduced provincial autonomy, definitely not, it was introduced in 1919. Christian missionaries were allowed to preach their religion in India, it was done in 1813 through Charter Act, and it basically ended the company's monopoly over the trade in India. There were two exceptions in it. One is your trade in tea and opium, and second one is trade with China. So companies basically allowed, East India Company solely was allowed to trade in tea and trade with China. Other than that, all other sectors of trade were open for everyone, right? So third statement we can eliminate from here. Option number D gets eliminated, C gets eliminated. Option number B definitely is not the right answer. Option number A for question number third is the correct answer. Question number fourth. Question number fourth is with reference to the Swadeshi movement. With reference to the Swadeshi movement, consider the following statements. So there are three statements again. First, it promoted indigenous industries and education. Second, it led to the establishment of establishment of national schools and colleges. And third is it remained confined only to Bengal. It remained confined only to Bengal. Which of the following statements are correct? Let me know. This is question number fourth. Question number fourth. So what should be the right answer for question number fourth? What should be the right answer for question number fourth? Easy question. Swadeshi movement was basically proposed as a reaction of the partition of Bengal in 1905, which lasted for next 6 years from 1905 to 1911. Ultimately, it was Bengal was reunited in 1911. So, in reaction of this partition of Bengal that was done by Curzon, Swadeshi movement was launched in India. Which among the following is the feature of Swadeshi movement? You have given A as the right answer for question number 4, 1 and 2. Statement 1 is obviously Swadeshi movement is to promote the native education, to promote the native industries, to promote the local products, the local cloth, the local everything which is basically made in India, right? So that is the meaning of Swadeshi. Second is it led to the establishment of national schools and colleges. Definitely, people have boycotted the foreign schools or the British schools, and the national education and the national schools and colleges were established after the launch of Swadeshi movement. So second statement is correct as well. Third is it remained confined only to Bengal. No, this is not correct now. If we see here, it was introduced, या इसको ऐसे कहें, it was launched in reaction of the Bengal partition, but it basically spread it outside Bengal as well. For example, like Bal Gangadhar Tilak has led this Swadeshi movement in Maharashtra or in Bombay Presidency. There were Swadeshi movement seen in the United Provinces, in Punjab, in Madras, right? So it did not remain confined only to Bengal. Third statement is incorrect. We will eliminate the third statement. Option number A, that is the only option we are left with. That is 1 and 2 only. All of you have given the right answer. Next is question number 5. Consider the following statements regarding the revolt of 1857. Right. So there are again 3 statements about this revolt of 1857. Revolt of 1857. First is it was the first organized resistance against British rule in India. All right. Second, the participation was limited only to the sepoys and the princes. And third, it was suppressed with the help of loyal Indian rulers. What should be the right answer for question number 5? Let me know. What should be the right answer for question number 5? Revolt of 1857, a historic landmark event in the history of India, often known as the first war of independence as well, right? So, what should be the right answer? Option number B, everyone is given B as the right answer. Consider the following statement regarding revolt of 1857. First is that it was first organized resistance against the British rule in India. Definitely correct, right? It was the first mass scale organized resistance that was that challenged the British authority in the colonial period. Second, its participation was limited only to the sepoys and the princes. Yes, it is right. Why have you given B as the right answer? It remained, basically, its participation remained various princes, right? The most prominent example was being Jhansi Ki Rani, right? Tantya Tope. All of these people and the sepoys. It was also a sepoy mutiny because it started from the army. So they were the participants of this 1857 revolt. Third is, it was suppressed with the help of loyal Indian rulers. Definitely right. There were numerous princely states in India, generally the larger princely states, who have helped the cause of the British in order to suppress the revolt of 1857. So all the three statements that are given here are absolutely correct. Option number D, 1, 2 and 3 will be the right answer. Next, question number 6. Question number 6 is, consider the following statements regarding the Simon Commission. Alright, so Simon Commission, all members of the Simon Commission were British. Second, it recommended the abolition of diarchy in provinces. And third, its report formed the basis of Government of India Act 1935. What should be the right answer? Let me know. What should be the right answer for question number 6? Question number 6. What should be the right answer for question number 6? Easy question. Simon Commission is an important topic. The questions has been asked previously as well from this topic. From Simon Commission, how many members were there, who worked with Simon Commission, why Simon Commission was boycotted, what was the issues with Simon Commission. Option number A, you have given 1 and 2 as the right answer. All members of the Simon Commission were British. That was the only reason why it was welcomed with the black flags. Okay. Next is, it recommended the abolition of diarchy in provinces. Definitely right. 1919, the Government of India Act has introduced diarchy in the provinces, which was later recommended to be abolished by the report of Simon Commission that was published in 1930. And the report of the Simon Commission also formed the basis of the Government of India Act 1935. The Government of India Act 1935 was formed. There is a term called white paper. So white paper is something which included all the conclusions of the report of Simon Commission and the 3 roundtable conferences, out of which second was the only important conference that mattered, because other 2 were boycotted by the Congress, which is the largest party. So basis of this Government of India Act 1935 were formed on the report. There was recommendations from the Simon Commission as well that formed the basis of Government of India Act 1935. So option number D here will be the right answer, right? A will not be the right answer. Third statement is also right. Question number 7th. Question number 7th is, consider the following statements regarding the Indian Council Act of 1909. So it is an important Morley-Minto reforms, also known as Morley-Minto reforms. So which of the following statements regarding Morley-Minto reforms are correct? First is, it introduced separate electorates for Muslims. First. Secondly, it allowed Indians to be appointed to the Secretary of State's Council. And third, it made the Legislative Council fully representative bodies. What should be the right answer? Stanley Baldwin was the PM at that time. Yes, Stanley Baldwin was the PM during 1927 when the Simon Commission came to India, right? What should be the right answer? 3 statements regarding the Government of India Act 1909, or sorry, the Indian Council Act of 1909. What should be the right answer for this? You have given B as the right answer. Option number B. Option number B is 1 and 2 only. Okay, it introduced separate electorates for Muslims. For the first time, the separate electorates were introduced in 1909. It is absolutely correct. The most important provision of this Indian Council Act. Second, Indians were allowed to be appointed to the Secretary of State's Council. Yes, SP Sinha. SP Sinha was basically appointed to the council as a law member, right? And the third is, it made legislative councils a fully representative body. No, it was still, there were official and nominated members as well. So it was not a fully representative body. However, the representation of the Indians, that was expanded as in the Indian Council of 1892. The provisions of the Indian Council Act of 1892, they were changed. The councils were expanded in 1909. but it was not a fully representative council. So third statement is incorrect. Option number B is absolutely right. All of you, I hope, has given the same answer. Option number B. Option number B, 7th. Yes, option number B. All of you are correct. Question number 8. Consider the following statements regarding Cripps mission. Important. Following statements are regarding Cripps mission. So there are 3 statements. First is, it proposed the creation of a constituent assembly elected by Indians. That is one thing. It allowed provinces to opt out of the Indian Union. And third is, it guaranteed the complete independence immediately after World War II. Which of the following statements are correct? The easiest way to do this question is through elimination. There is one single statement that will resolve all the complete questions in one go. If you can identify that statement, Anamika has given A as the right answer. Option number A. Option number A is 1 and 2 only. Yes, if you see the third statement, it guaranteed complete independence after World War II. 1942 is the year when Simon Commission was, not Simon Commission, the Cripps mission was basically, Cripps mission came to India, and it recommended Indians a dominion status after the end of the Second World War, right? It gave India to form a, it recommended to form a constituent assembly after the Second World War, right? But there was no such provision like complete independence. This is something that Britishers have never talked about until 1946, right? So if we eliminate the third statement, 3, there are still 2 statements there. Constituent assembly was, it proposed the creation of constituent assembly, that I have already told you. So option number, statement number 1 is also there, and second statement is already there in option. It allowed provinces to opt out of Indian unions. Provinces were given option to not be the part of the Indian Union as well. So 2 statements of this question are absolutely correct. Arjun is given B as the right answer. B is not the right answer. It is 1 and 2 only. Option number A, right? Option number A, 1 and 2 only. Question number 9th, last 2 questions. Question number 9th is, consider the following statements regarding the Indian National Congress sessions. There are 3 statements regarding the sessions of Indian National Congress. These are very important questions, have been asked repeatedly over the years in the HPAS prelims regarding INC sessions. First is, it demanded for, the demand for Purna Swaraj was adopted at Lahore session. Second, the Karachi resolution emphasized fundamental rights and economic policy. Third is, the Quit India resolution was passed at the Bombay session. What should be the right answer for this question number 9th? Let me know what should be the right answer for question number 9th. Important, very important. Okay, you have given B as the right answer. First is demand for Purna Swaraj. It is the most important session, Lahore session of 1929, that was presided by Jawaharlal Nehru. Second is another important session, Karachi resolution, when it was passed, Vallabhbhai Patel 1931, it was the only session that was presided by him. Resolution of fundamental rights and economic policy was there. Third is Quit India resolution, Bombay session in August. Okay. So all the 3 statements are absolutely correct. Option number B, that is 1, 2 and 3 will be the right answer. Okay, well done. We will move on to our last question, that is question number 10th. Question number 10th is, with reference to the press in colonial India, consider the following statements. First, Vernacular Press Act was repealed before the Indian Council Act of 1892. Second, the Indian newspaper played a role in spreading revolutionary nationalism. And third is, the Press Act of 1910 gave extensive powers to confiscate printing presses. What should be the right answer for question number 10th? Let me know. What will be the right answer for question number 10th? 9th is done. What should be the right answer for question number 10th? Option number D, option number A, there are multiple answers. Okay, let us discuss. Vernacular Press Act, it was introduced in 1878 and repealed in 1881. So it was well before 1892. So first statement is correct. option number C and B gets eliminated. There are only two options, A and D. So 1 and 2 are common in the both. So it means that second statement is also right. Obviously, Indian newspaper played a key role in the revolutionary nationalism. Third statement is all that we have to discuss, that we have to see. Third statement, it is the Press Act of 1910 gave extensive powers to confiscate printing presses. Printing presses were confiscated. The Press Act of 1910, because see, the newspapers, these are the major communication medium during this period. So if any newspaper through any printing press it is published and it criticizes the government, it criticizes the government policies, there is provision in the Press Act that there will be confiscation of the printing press, right? So option number C is definitely right. Option number statement number C is definitely right statement. Option number D, that is 1, 2 and 3, all three are correct statements. So option number D. Option number A will not be the right answer. Option number D. Option number D will be the right answer for question number 10th, right? Alright, so that is our class for today, and before taking leave, I would again like to tell you about this test series for HPAS 2026 prelims. If you wanted to get enrolled into this test series, there is number mentioned on the screen. You can contact here, or you can also contact us through our various social media handles as well. And that is it for today, right? So I'll see you in the next class, and